how do you value expired or expiring domains for SEO value? What are websites with juice worth? What is a wiki link worth, for example? Uh, Nick is our resident domain hunter extraordinaire, so I'll let you take this one.
So what gives an expired domain value is the same thing that would give any domain value, right? You're looking, I mean, like typically if I'm looking, I'm going to be looking in Ahrefs. I'm going to be looking at an overview of what the backlink profile looks like, anchor text looks like. Toss it into archive.org, can look through what its purpose has been over the years. But when you are analyzing what a site's worth, you really have to kind of consider what you want this particular asset for and what it's worth to you, right? A wiki link in a specific niche might be worth a lot more to somebody who's, got skin in that game versus somebody who doesn't, right? They're not all created equal. They're not all used for the same purpose. Sometimes it's to add relevance. Sometimes it's just to add trust, etc. But typically that's what you're looking for. Quality backlinks, quality anchors, that it's indexed is relevant if you're looking for aged versus expired domains, or, what we kind of call them, aged versus expired. One's indexed, one isn't, which isn't to say that you couldn't get it indexed as well. But yeah, the value of the site itself is really going to be determined by what your goal set is with that particular domain. And when we're pricing out domains, especially when I am like, I try and take a perspective, because I've hunted domains every year. That was one of the first things I did get proficient at, was hunting domains early on in my SEO career. And I'll say that the more you do it, the more that you spend time in auctions, seeing what the competition is paying for specific domains with X amount of RD in whatever niche, etc., the more you'll kind of be able to put together like a hypothetical price list on what everything goes for. When I first started hunting domains, it was about 7 years ago or so. I could pull a whole lot more domains that were at far cheaper prices than I can now. It's gotten way more competitive, way more expensive, etc. But yeah, that's what you're going to want to look at specifically when you're trying to price out what you're going to do with the domain. What am I going to do with it, and what can I get out of it, right?
What do you think about
But
wiki
yeah,
links?
I like them. I think it adds a good amount of trust. It's an authority site, and even though they're no follow, I don't think that really matters as far as it passing a good amount of relevance and juice and trust. So I'm all for wiki links. Back in the day, when I was a little bit newer, I used to scrape Wikipedia a lot, trying to find broken links there. Mainly because it's just such a vast site, right? But that's gotten a lot more competitive as well. I think it's a good link. Um, but can I put like a specific price value on a website getting a wiki link? No, not really. It's more so about the broad overview of what you have with the entire link profile of this website, and what niche it's in, and kind of what prices
Yeah,
those kinds of
yeah, exactly.
domains
You have to look at like the
command.
overall backlink profile. How good is the overall backlink profile? How
Yeah,
clean is the overall backlink profile? How related, how rare is it to have something like this in
right,
your niche being sold? How good is the domain name, for whatever you're trying to use it for? Maybe that's important because
right,
maybe you need to be able to use it as an actual money site. Um, all this stuff is really going to factor into what a domain is worth. And so I wouldn't really try to price it like on a link by link basis type thing. It's more like this big overall picture type situation. And like Nick said, prices have gone way up on these things. Um, Definitely check out we've got domains that we have for sale. So definitely check those out. Just because we know exactly how competitive the bidding and whatnot can be when you're doing auctions. So yeah, definitely check our list out if you haven't already.
Yeah, it's gotten crazy out there lately. People fighting over domains that, in my mind, I'm like, that got overpriced, 2 days ago on a 6-day auction. And, it just takes a couple people that have a vision for that particular site to really run it up. Now, on the opposite, I can think of multiple times where I've purchased small websites that probably nobody else wants based on maybe 10 referring domains going to that URL. And a lot of people wouldn't even mess with that. But sometimes if I can get it at the right price, like it's dropped and it costs, $5 to $10, $10 on average, then maybe I'll pick it up to use it as a way to influence more niche relevance. And sometimes if those are very specific, niche down, relatable links to something, they really can help you move the needle. But then you've got to just kind of consider what your cost benefit's going to be if you go down that path.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.